in a relationship with a narcissist. You end up in a relationship with somebody that you were unable to open up about your boundaries, because I feel like the silent quitting comes when you don't know how to set boundaries. You
Okay.
need to know how to set boundaries in relationships.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you find it's unfair to the person who's basically not not been spoken up to, whether
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
It's also unfair to yourself because you're literally, I don't know if I can say this on a live, but you're kind of, you're minimizing your emotions and your feelings, and you're letting yourself down because you're not speaking your truth, and you're also not telling the other person what they're doing to you and how they're causing you harm in the relationship. So you just let the relationship just die until you have no feelings anymore, and then out of the blue one day you're like, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore, have a nice life, goodbye, instead of you communicating with this person and saying, hey, I'm setting these boundaries and this is what you're doing to me and I feel hurt, and either we're going to work on it together if the person loves you enough, or we're going to go our separate ways.
Yeah.
So silent quitting is toxic, and it's traumatizing to both people.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of selfish,
Wait,
but it's
wait, Rina,
yeah.
your your voice, your audio changed. You sound far. I don't know if you're busy doing something else, but we can move.
No, I'm not. I'm right here. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, loud and clear now.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that it's selfish, but also you need to be selfish because you have to protect your peace and yourself, right? And some people, like I said, they don't know how to set boundaries and they don't know how to protect themselves. And that's why it's important in the beginning of the relationship that you let this, like, you have to set your boundaries. You, like, you're getting to know somebody, and I said, when you hit the 6 month, the year, the 2 years, the, like, you should be able to know who this person is and you should be able to communicate with this person. But a lot of people, somehow, I don't know what happens within the 6 months and the year that they're dating this person, something clogs their mind, or I don't know how that works. And I think it's unfair to silently quit on somebody, whether they're a good person or they're a bad person. You should always give somebody the space to have communication with them and let them know that, hey, what you're doing is wrong, and I can't do this anymore. Or please bring change and let's work on it together. That's it.
Okay.
Simple as that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's clear. Who do you feel does it more? Is it men, women who does silent quitting more? Because I have a feeling
It's
that
women that do it more.
I was gonna say that different. I was gonna say men, but tell me
Yeah.
why. Well, tell me why
The
it's.
reason why women do it is because women, once they like fall in love with you and they genuinely like a person, they wait for this person to change. That's what I think.
Okay.
I feel like men have a tendency of a little bit, they have a tendency of being more selfish with their emotions than women are, where women are nurturers and they are, they care more and they have these feelings and these emotions, and they have friends that they can communicate with, and they can go and say, hey, to their friends and be like, hey, I'm going through this today, blah, 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 and this is what's happening. Men don't have that outlet most of the time. They don't feel safe to go and sit with their friend and be like, hey, me and my girl are struggling right now. I don't know what to do, blah, blah. Where women have a space where they can communicate with family and friends and say, hey, I'm going through it today and this is not okay. So it's easier for women. Men have a tendency of taking drastic decisions, but women, what they do is they slowly and slowly and slowly just withdraw.
Okay.
And when she's done, she's done. And
Yeah.
I don't know, a year, 2 years, whatever, how long it takes for her, she just slowly dies within the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As men are taught to express anger and be abusive, so they some men, all right, shut down. Some men can shut down. I do get it. Some men can shut down because I think both sides can shut down. But a lot of the time, men, we yeah, sometimes when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to being communicative, a lot of guys they are not so communicative and just letting their girl, their woman know what's really going happening inside of them, what they disagree with, and sometimes they just put up with it. Yeah, it's Yeah, we have different ways of actually addressing it. We're gonna talk about what we can do in order to remedy that in a few. Bob, how you doing tonight, Bob? Bob, you here?
Hello.
How you doing, Bob?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I can really resonate with this whole deal. My wife is white and I'm black. She left me by silent quitting because I'm black.
Bro, okay, bro. All right. If you no, he's bro. If you're gonna be troll, I remember you from last night. If you're gonna troll, bro, let's. If you have something, if you really wanna, if you're gonna be serious, we can talk. But yeah, last night was last night. Today is today. So let's start over. Is that something that is there something that you want?
That's what I'm saying. It was silent quitting. That's what my white wife did to me because I was black. She got tired of it.
Okay. All right. Was it?
So I have a question. In what way did your wife get tired of you being a certain skin color when she chose to be with you? What, I'm so
Mostly the
confused right now.
smell. Mostly the smell.
Oh my god, this is a white person. Can you please take them down? They're being super, super just.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
god,
gone.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, I thought he was gonna be never again, bro. All right, moving on. Nonsense.
He's not even black. He's white, talking like that. That's
Ye-
disturbing and disrespectful.
And this is the thing.
Everybody, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nonsense. How you doing?
Yes, it's funny white man saying we smell, and they are the one who smell. Like, it's crazy. Culturally, I remember we studied that in school.
But okay, I understand what you're saying, Nonsense. But please, let's take on topic. So the question, I understand we have a lot to say about that, but another time. So silent quitting relationships. Is it selfish? Do you know what that means? Silent quitting with relationship?
Yes, yes.
I will look him up. Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Me personally, I do that to be honest. If I see like in the west, especially when I moved here to England and in the west side, I mean, I'm very bad of explaining myself to other person. I can explain myself in a business matter, but when it comes like me, love me, I'm not good at that. So me, if I see the girl I'm with now, if she's doing some type of move, I'm not here to correct you. I'm not your father. I'm just silently, I'm leaving. That's and I agree with many people say they say to me that's wrong and this, but to be honest, it's I feel it's difficult to let somebody sit in front of you and you tell them, you know what, you're not good in this, and if you do that again, it will happen. If my philosophy is, if you don't know how to deal with the people, I'm not the father that I'm gonna raise you. I just wanted a complete woman. Knows the right and wrong, and that's it. And I think I'm working like I'm like that. And so when I deal with a woman, I deal with her in a good manner. So I expect you to do that. If I see some type of things, I'm just leaving everybody happy, and that's it.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. I understand your point. Basically, it's like you expect the woman that you're dealing with, to come ready for you, and to be complete in her own way. Is that what you mean?
Yes, I can help her financially. For example, if there's a things I can help with financial, I can. Like if you are with somebody in a relationship, he don't pay good salary, you
Yeah.
can say I pay the most.
But-
You can help. I can help with a certain thing, but manners I cannot help you with. You should
Okay.
come with a manner from you.
Okay. Manners, meaning what? When you say manners, what would give me an example, like based on what you mean by manners? Give me an example.
Let's say I'm dating X, and X is your friend, you yourself, and now she want to be exclusive with me, and she still carries you around. That's it's like I don't need to say to her, oh, you need to dump that guy, and
Okay.
this, yeah,
Yeah.
you know this thing.
All right, but okay then. I do understand that though. And so basically there's some things that you expect the person that you are dating to automatically know. If you're gonna be with me, then you need to drop all sort of friends that you are dating, or no, you shouldn't have no guys friends, right? Is that what you mean?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
No
but
childhood friend, no nothing.
okay, so but is that so that wouldn't be something that you will communicate with her, because you say also from the very beginning you find it difficult for you to communicate your needs or your desires, or to communicate in general. So how would a relationship work if you not even at least suggest it, give her the opportunity to have a choice, basically, rather than keeping her in the blind.
Yeah. For example, if the girl she's white, we, we would never be in this state. I will speak about it long ago. She would know me. But if the girl, especially black, no excuse. You don't know.
What's the
There is no excuse.
difference?
You
Oh,
and
okay.
I, we came from the same. It doesn't matter of the religion. If I'm East African, she's West African, South African, North African. We have same culture. So you cannot act. You don't know.
Okay. So basically, you don't believe that men. So even if she have a friend, you don't believe that when it comes to African or Afro culture, that they should be friends. Men or women shouldn't be friends.
To be honest with you, I'll be frank. All the cute friends I know, I slept with them. So I don't believe other guys don't do the same. Like I don't believe there's no cute girl in my life and I slept with. I don't know. I don't know her. So in
Okay.
reality, if a man, other man tell me like know me, I'm like I don't believe it because I know myself and I don't believe it. If like
Okay.
she should be not your type, you don't like her. There is a reason. Just to give up a cute girl, I don't believe it.
Okay. All right. What about you, Rina? What is your reaction to what Nonsense just said? Do you think it's nonsense? What are your inputs, Rina?
I think the first thing that he touched base on was finances, which is not where you establish a relationship. A relationship does not revolve around finances. Like I said before, it's important to be emotionally intelligent. It's very important for you to be able to compromise, because when you're in a relationship, you're with another person. You have to be able to compromise. You have to be able to communicate. You can't be selfish when you're in a relationship because you're dealing with another human being. So it's a give and take. It's not just take, take, take. You have to be able to communicate with this person. Okay. And you mentioned cute girl and finances. So that's two red flags already right there. Who just leaves a cute girl? It's not about the way you look, and it's not about the way you look and how you look and what you're, it's not about that. It's about your character as a person and what you bring to this person emotionally. That's what it's about. It's not about how you look. Yes, when you meet somebody, of course you're going to be attracted to this person physically, but then when you have a conversation with the person, it's all about their mindset and who they are. So you have to be able to differentiate the both, because a relationship does not rely on finances and beauty. It relies on communication and having empathy and understanding and communication. That's what it's about. So
Yeah.
nonsense. Your name is nonsense. My brother, you spoke nonsense right now, okay? So let's go back.
Like your rebuttal.
The clock is broken, my brother, okay?
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
rebuttal this.
Yeah.
Yeah, rebuttal it.
You,
Go ahead.
you allow me?
Yes, go ahead, Nonsense.
All right, thanks. And as a man, reality as a man, I lived, I came to the west side of the world, Europe, when I was 14, 15. And there is no relationship between me and women unless blood related. Like she's my cousin, she's like this. But after 14, 15 years old, and you become a man and you know what's up, I don't want to be your friend. There is nothing you can benefit me, darling. Me, I can. Me personally, I don't know how can I be useful to a woman. I really don't understand. Unless unless I'm her husband. I'm her husband. But other than that, it's gonna be in a bedroom. Like there is nothing. I don't need you. I don't go gym with you. I will go with my boys. I don't want to act like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, it's a rich man. It's not in our life. But reality, in my culture, there is nothing makes me friend to a woman. Nothing. Then I came to the west side of the wall. and they're lying to each other. Like, tell me you're not interested to her. Tell me she's not your type. Tell me you're scared of her, but you're not interested. No, you. I believe that's a lie. I think the third thing, the three option, other option I give, that's the truth. Just friends, it's not true.
Okay. So you said also nonsense that if it's no, I want to get back. I want to get back to Rina first. Rina, you were saying about mindset when it comes to a man. It's about his character. When you speak of character, I think you mentioned a few things such as communication, empathy. What else would you say is missing from that list? When you think about a man of character, what would that man? What are the characteristics or qualities this man would have? I
I think a man of character sees as a woman as his equal as a human being, right? Where he knows that she has certain emotions that he may not have as a man. And as women, we have a tendency of being a bit more emotional than men. We react to you how you express yourself. Let's say, for example, you say something to a woman, she will dwell on that for a very long time. She won't forget it. Women do not forget anything that a person says to them, whether it's a man or somebody else. We reflect and we dwell on what you said, and we think about it for a very long time. Yes, sometimes some people who are toxic, they have a tendency of repeating that over and over again. When somebody, let's say, for example, a man does make a mistake in a relationship, and some women can't get over it, but they still love the person, but they have a hard time dealing with their emotions because maybe they were not taught that at home, right? They were not able to express themselves a certain way at home. Relationship is always based off of how you were raised, or how you, not always how you were raised, but also how you were able to deal with life as a person, right? We get into relationship as teenagers, as young adults, and as adults. We're human beings. We're social beings. We're supposed to interact with each other. So, what I'm trying to say is that communicate, talk to your significant other, let them know what is going on at all times. As long as you are communicating, I don't think anything can go wrong. Whether you guys are breaking up, whether you guys are arguing, whether you guys are having different
Thank
opinions,
you, Eve.
communication is key. It's important.
Yeah, I agree with you. Communication is very important. But nonsense, don't you find that is unfair? I do understand you say if a young lady that you're talking with or you're in a relationship with that she's an African descent, then she's supposed to understand the culture, how things should be. But what about if she grew up here in the West and it's a different culture and she doesn't really adapt herself to this type of mindset? What about it's a friend, somebody that she grew up with? So should she still just basically understand or know these things from, or basically sort of like read your mind, read your expectation? Because I would say you can have your expectation, but if you don't communicate it, is it fair? Isn't it? Is it selfish? What do you have to say about that?
Because if you're born here, if they're born here, they have two immigrants in the house, a father and a mom. They told the best. Learn the culture. We know our culture, isn't it? Like you read taught, like your parents will tell you like what's right and wrong, and you know your culture, you know your language. So there is no excuse like to deny your background and
Yeah.
how the thing it is in your culture.
Okay, I got you. I got you. But one thing's for sure, I heard from him. He said if it's a woman from the West, he would be he would you would most likely accept her to be that way. Um, he's from the he's from the UK. Yeah.
If the from West, I will tell her because they don't know. But my people, no, they should know better.
Okay. All right, I got another question for you, nonsense. Do you find that social media is becoming an issue or the reason why a lot of relationships are not flourishing these days of time? That's for you.
We have, I think, yes, social media is bad and the way we use it, because we always look for better and we don't stop. Like, for example, let's say you and I be friends. Social media will makes me to get to know more people. So you good to me, I'm looking for a better friend. So that's good. And when I found a better friend, I'm not to stop it, I keep looking. So that's the problem. We don't stop when we find. We keep searching. Like now, I know if you met a girl on social media, you're still looking for other one. Cute, more beautiful. We keep looking, we never settle. That's the
Okay.
problem. Because we have too many options.
Yeah. Okay, I see. I see. So it's like, yeah, we have too many options, then it makes us not really. What do you mean not really? So then is it for you? You want to be. But we can all, at the end of the day, we all have options. But I would argue that women have more options than men. It depends what level of a man that you are. But to have options is a normal human thing. The difference is when you act on or be to choose these options. But for you, yeah, everybody has options. For you, what do you want to say? Nonsense.
Me, I think because we don't stop looking. For example, there's things gifted. That's how you're not doing it. For example, the height, the look. I am, for example, me, I'm a tall guy, I'm built, take care of myself. So this gift, the only thing I do is I hit the gym. After that, if I found a woman that's my type, I'm stopping here. I'm gonna see better. And that's better looking for me. And I'm gonna jump to the next. And then I'll jump to the next. So this is the problem. We don't settle. We are greedy. But and the time's growing. But between a man and women who have more options, I think for more restaurants and dinner, women for more making money and potential, something like to settle in a marriage, men.
Wait. So you're saying, say that again? I didn't get that. I was.
She have more options chances to get more dinners, more gifts. Me, I have more chances to get more money and make family. So,
Okay.
which one is more better? You decide.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, it's really. So how can that? Okay, I understand nonsense. So when you have options, you could want to exercise these options. For you, since you know that you have options and you are, if you're in a relationship, then if you know it, and we all have this thing that we all share, which is self restraint. Why don't you practice self restraint? Why don't you practice self control and not allow the options to be somewhat of a distraction?
Because I am honest to myself. Because I don't want to control myself.
Or you don't
I'm
want
honest.
to.
Yeah, I don't. But I know my problem. And I know what's the problem. I don't want to heal.
Yeah, I should do some modeling. You don't want to heal. Okay, so you just want to be in the streets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. Like I feel like that's the best place for me.
All right.
Yeah,
You are addicted to the pum pum. Okay. What is the?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. he's a. He's a. Yeah. So I get you. I mean, yeah. So okay. I mean, honesty. He is addicted. Honesty is it's key, of course. But I don't know. But let me put it like this. How is it that you also you say you not gonna exercise self-control? How is it in the other hand if you are dating a girl and she has a guy friend and you want her to basically put that guy friend aside while you are not showing her sign that you are serious about her? Like should can you blame her though for not doing that?
That's why I'm not in any relationship. I know how to build it. I don't want it. But you know what's confused me? The person who act I don't know where's the things going wrong. No, you know. For example, I grew up in a in an Islamic household. I know I'm supposed to practice, but I don't. I know what's right, but I don't do it. But I don't lie to myself like I'm trying. Because I don't lie to myself.
But okay, what? Why though? Why? I mean, yeah, I. That's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot blame the ladies if you are not doing your part as well. And basically, we're talking about today. Yeah, as a, do you find as a man, for you, do you find that you should blame the ladies, or you should, take responsibility for your own actions?
We, I think, see, I think we blame the man. Yeah, because the man, he believed four letters. It's LOVE, law. You should not believe this word. You should believe MO, money.
Money. You should believe in money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be
Well,
your first religion. You should become complete. Then you can talk like a boss. But as long as you sing in songs and you wishing people treat you right, you come on, man. Like our ancestors used to hunt lions, and now you're talking to me, Chris Brown thing.
yeah. Okay. All right, nonsense. Okay then. So we should, as men, we should focus only on the money part, and that should be it. All right, believe. All right, leave the. So were you saying basically leave the ladies believe in the four-letter words LOVE, and we believe in the trees and the money. So what's up, multiculture, multicultics?
And I go,
Hey, yeah, I can hear you now. Let's go.
well, what's the subject? Because I've been there in your place and I like the discussion. First of all, I'm a guy, I've got flu, so my voice is different.
Oh, it's all right. This is a subject. Look up. This is what we're talking about.
Silent within relationships, selfish, unfair. Well, if we start about relationships, what is a relationship?
You asking me or you telling me? Are you speaking?
Yeah, but how come silence? Explain to me. What do you mean with silent quitting?
Okay. Silent quitting.
Explain to me.
All right, sure. Some people are in a relationship and probably they're not getting what they want in the relationship. They are not happy. They are bored, and they used to be like this, but now maybe one or both are silently just going like this, breaking apart silently, without telling each other that, okay, well, I don't want the relationship. Okay, there's a lot of noise in the background.
It's a very interesting
Yeah.
subject because in relationships it takes two to tango. It's my idea. You need two people to get a relationship. Why 2% get away from each other? I think a relationship is a hard working. It's a hard work. We have to work in our relationships. If you understand what I mean. Are you still there?
I'm listening. Yeah.
Yeah. Because man, I think I'm older than you guys, so maybe I have more experience. I've learned that relationship is something active the whole way. That's my idea.
Okay. Hi, Anna. All right.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, I'm still there, but I will put the microphone out so people can react.
No problem. Hi, Miss. And what triggered you to come up, Miss? What's in your mind?
Good evening, everyone. What triggered me is, right, the person at the bottom telling you, not to believe in the four letters words. Do not listen to him.
I shouldn't listen to him to say.
Do not listen to him. He's the devil.
Guys, send some gifts. So basically, I should believe in LOVE. I should believe in love, basically.
Of course, everybody should believe in that.
So okay, you came to protect love, basically. You came up to protect love. You're a fighter for love.
I'm here to protect the love, okay?
Yeah.
I am the protector.
Yeah. So nonsense. You want to respond to her?
Yes, I think the format that the man need to focus on is his bank password 423.
No, no, you are lying.
Yeah.
Do not.
That's, and I think you need see. My brother said that it's take two to tango. No, that's a lie. That's Hollywood. I'm against that, and I don't need no woman for that. What's you?
You need a woman. Every man needs a woman.
Listen,
Yeah.
And stop lying. Every single man needs a woman.
All right. Let him finish, miss.
yes,
Hold on.
yes, of course. How the man should come ready. We used to go men go hunt and come back, isn't it? And we take care of our family. So any man ask his woman, I believe, money or something, he's a weak man. He need to go grab the money, come back. She can rely on him. She can sleep. Sure, he's that's why the format is a bank account. It's not an OBE.
Can I ask you something? Why do women need to rely on a man?
Good question, sister.
Why do we need to, like, right now, there is women without men, and they're good, so we don't need to rely on a man.
Very independent, and in some cases, women have a better job, okay, and more than that. So,
Okay. All right. I think he's done. Yeah, we are independent. We need each other. Yeah, some at this point, yeah, some women don't feel that way. Don't feel that they need some women feel that only themselves that they need, and I don't disagree because society have made it so that we all can survive on our own and do the things that we want for ourselves by ourselves. Miss, what are your thoughts about the topic here? Silent quitting relationships. Is it selfish? Is it unfair? How do you feel
So
about
is
this?
this like when two people break up, but silently they just like walk away from each other without saying anything?
Yeah, or someone can be two people can be in a relationship and it's not working, and one person or both of them are not happy about the relationship, how it's going, but they're not saying or trying to address what's the issue, or they have addressed the issues, but it's the differences becoming just they're just splitting apart silently, or one, yeah, they just haven't communicated saying, okay, let's break up.
Yeah, so I don't agree with that. I think, right? I feel like people should sit down and talk about things and communicate. If two people are not happy, it's okay. Like if you're not happy in that relationship, or if you're not happy with your partner, or if you're not happy being together, sit down and talk about it. It's not gonna, it's not gonna harm you. Just sit down and talk about it, and just let the other person know that maybe you don't want to be in this relationship, or you're not happy, and you want to maybe find someone else. It's okay. Sometimes you can be with someone for a long time and then grow apart, and it happens with everyone. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you sit down and talk about it.
Yeah. All right. So what do you is it unfair or is it selfish when
Of
someone
course, it's unfair. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's the right thing to do. But everyone is different, isn't it? Some people like they're not good at communicating, like and talking to each other. So maybe that's why they don't do it, and they just.
I have a question for you.
go ahead.
Are you good in communication?
For me?
Yes.
Oh, for Miss. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
All right. All right. So
If you're good in communication, do you ever went to the guy and say, I like you, I want to take you out and tell you. You ever did that?
So wait, me going to a guy and telling him I like you, I want to take you out, it's got nothing. That's not communication. I'm talking about being in a relationship. communication. We're talking about communication in relationship. We're not talking about communication. Just walking to a stranger and telling him I like you. Can I have your number? Let me take you out. I'm sorry, but no.
Do you get that?
No, I've not done that. That's not communication.
Okay, that's what it said. Then I'm communicating with the person in front of me. It's communication. So you guys don't.
We're talking about
So
people in
you-
relationship.
give it-
We're not talking. You've not asked me about communicating with a stranger.
You got my idea, yeah?
So you're saying no, I don't understand you fully. Can you explain nonsense?
Yes. As far they don't do that kind of communication, engaging with the men, taking them out. We, the expert, you ask us about it, not you. We, the expert in that field. So when we communicate, when we come, I come because I want you. You cannot carry your friend around with you because I came for you. I don't come for with your to your friend. So we are the masters of the communication, men. But when we see something wrong, here we decide: is it worth it to correct it or to leave it? Here we need to decide. It's not about we don't know communication. You are with him because he's a good communicator. Actually, the men are best communicators.
No, brother. No. I'll tell you the theory about this, if you want. If I may.
Go ahead.
May I?
Yes, go ahead.
We are here talking about the women's brain and men's brain. Women's brain is smart, emotion. So, this respectful lady is right. And this guy, nonsense, is not right. That's my argument.
Okay.
So react, please.
Okay, I understand. Miss, what do you have to say with what Nonsense just said? He's saying basically that men are better communicators than women are.
It's not right. Maybe there are men who are good at communicating, but yeah, that going up to a stranger and talk to him and tell him that I want his number to take him out for a meal is very silly, to be honest. That's not communication.
Oh,
Yeah.
How is that communication?
yeah, it's but you know one thing for sure, it would align at least if you do it today, it's okay. You know why?
No, but that's confident. Maybe like, oh, you must be very confident to go up to someone and ask for their number. Yeah, but communication. How's that communication? You barely know the person.
I mean, it is initiating a conversation. But yeah, I didn't really fully get the essence of what Nonsense would mean. I think he's almost saying that he wants a woman to initiate a relationship with him or initiate first contact with him. That's a different situation. Is that what you mean, Nonsense?
No, what I mean is no communication. We started. We come to you. We talk to you. We get your number. We convince you that we are the good offering. Then you like us. Then we make a relationship. We make a family. So all that from me, you only need to say yes. So you need to submit my application and you accept it. So I'm a better communicator than you.
Okay.
You receive this easy. I have an option. I deliver it. I submit my CV. He submits his CV. The other guy submits his CV. You pick the best. You understand? Who you like. So who's better communicator? We, not you.
Okay.
Can I react?
Yes,
There is
go ahead.
nobody who can say who is a better communication. Sorry, I'm from Holland, so languages, I have language problems. I should talk in Holland, but it's not about communication. It's about, we are talking in English right now, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? This is our common language at this moment. English.
Yeah.
So, I feel something cultural. I feel a difference. in culture between our brother yourselves, I guess. Is that true? Is that right?
Yeah, it is right.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you live in, where do you live, if I may ask, at least? Where do you live?
London.
London, but still Afro culture. I'm Moroccan. I live in Amsterdam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about. Well, I was thinking about the title, which is "Silent Quitting Relationships." Right.
Yeah, that's it.
So why? I start to try to stay there.
Why? I think to add to why some of the other reason why people might silent quit in a relationship, it could be that they don't want to hurt. They don't want to hurt the other person's feeling by coming out, that be direct and say, well, this is not working out anymore. We should break up. Or it could
I
be,
agree. I
yeah,
agree. I agree.
that's
I
one
agree
reason
there.
as
I agree
well.
there.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, that's one way that it happens with silently quitting a relationship. Or
There's a shame.
yeah, or people just give up. It is a shame, to be honest. It is a shame. You know, like I'm gonna hold on. It is a shame that someone that you could have been with, I mean, you have been with for you have maybe have had so much memories with, but and you probably could have been built a relationship with them, and then you cannot even look at them in the eyes and let them go with having the decency. You understand what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. What's
But
go ahead.
okay. It's okay. That's life.
Yeah,
It's
it
life.
is. Yeah. Okay. We were talking about communication. I want to get back to that part. But first thing first, we have to understand the difference between a conversation and communication. And they are all tools that we use in order to relate or connect or bond with each other. And when we think about a conversation, we can have this is can be a conversation, but communication is more of when the time comes. Let's say, since we're talking about relationship with just quite quitting, let's say there's issues or something that you dislike, or there's desires or expectation that hasn't been communicated, meaning that, and to allow the person to see inside, to see a piece of you inside of you, to understand, okay, this is the puzzle of me, and this is how it would be ideal if you want to meet, to attach yourself to that puzzle. This is how you can actually do it. That's communication, to share insight, and also to develop a deeper connection or deeper bond with the person. Conversation could be something that is light, but communication is very important when you have issues. You know, to it's deeper than that. Conversation.
May
Yeah.
I say something?
Go ahead, Marty.
Yeah, communication is very important
Sure.
because it's a kind of specialty for me. I'm not that good. I'm a very simple person. Person. So communication is very important. I'll tell you something. Do you know that most the communication goes non-verbal? Is
Non-verbal communication.
kind of, if I look at you, I got enough information about how you look, how friendly you are. That's the reason why I'm here with you, because it is a friendly show.
Yeah.
I'm talking non-verbal, 80%, 20% verbal.
Yeah.
So communication, I say, is more important, and we need to actively listen to each other. Active, which means listen. What the other person say. What do I say? You do you got?
I understand what.
Do you get me?
Yes, I understand you. Somebody said in the chat, understanding is more important. I would say all of them are more important. If it's you have to imagine it as a pathway because you are having, let's have a conversation, let's talk, and thank you, Anna. And after a conversation, or let's talk, and throughout talking you have a conversation, or you are communicating. Through communication, then you can build understanding, and from understanding, and then what do you guys think come after understanding? Miss, do you have any ideas after let's say
Contact. We get in contact.
contact? Yeah, connect. Yeah,
Connection.
yeah, exactly. You build connection. You build a higher form of understanding through connecting with a person. You build a bond. So that's yeah. So let me ask. I wanted to ask nonsense this nonsense. You say for you at this point you are addicted to the pum pum, and you don't feel that you will ever be able to say, hey, I wanna find this woman that's gonna be my one and only for life. Do you see yourself always be a pum pum addict?
See, I made a plan. Hey,
Oh, you got a plan. Interesting.
Yeah, I never looked at relationships serious because I felt like all my friends they follow Hollywood. Understand? And I'm rebellion. Like I never hold a lady hand in the street because she's not blind. I don't need to hold your hand. You're not blind. I'm not assisting you here. Yes. And you know, and sleeping in my shoulder. You're not a bird. You know these things.
My
I
God.
cringe when I see it. I cringe when I see it. So I'm not this type of guy, and I think because I'm Somali, really, and you know this thing. But what I do is to take care of person. I'm a tribe member. I'm a family man. Like I'm good at that. I take my job. So me, I have a plan. What is my plan? It's I've been around for quite some time. So now, not now, like a while ago, I decided to increase my income. When I reach now, I'm at almost 70% of the income I want. When I get like over 10,000 a month income, when I get that, I will settle. Yes, and not for the 4 words
Okay.
to make a family.
Then what new word would that be? What new word would you introduce to your life then?
When I'm gonna reach it,
Yeah.
I believe in 2028 because I drive a taxi. I own 2 vans. I will buy a truck in the end of this year. So I think 2028.
Okay. But I'm asking like settling, you say settling. What would that look like for you? So basically you with your girl with do you have kids by the way? Nonsense.
Yes, I do. I'm a black man.
What does that have to do with anything? Okay, all right. Yeah, somebody say that you have 50. Is that true?
Nah, I do have to.
You have two. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a black man. Hey, don't quote him on that. Yeah, I mean, so what does settling look like for you then? Nonsense. How would your life, let's say you meet your goal 2028, what would that look like for you when you have to settle? Or you get one girl?
1 gram. No, I'm a Somali. Don't no limitation. I'm 2 now. I'm a black and I'm Somali. Yes, and that's 2 now.
Okay.
So no. I think I will stay with one, but the option is open.
Okay. All right. Miss. Okay. All right, Miss. Any reaction from what he just said?
No. No comments.
No comments? How come?
No comments.
Yeah. All right. So let's switch gears for a moment. What do you see is the ugly truth about relationships nowadays, Miss? It doesn't have to be the relationships that you have been in. It could be what you've seen in the area that you live online or whatever. Like I'm just trying to understand what is the bottom line of what you filtered and what What do you
What do you
miss?
mean by the ugly truth?
The ugly truth of relationships could be when you.
People not honest with each other.
That's
People
one.
can be in a relationship and not be honest with each other.
That's an example. Yeah.
And people can be in a relationship not because they want to be in a relationship, but because they don't like being alone.
There is no truth about relationships.
So there's no
It's
truth about relationships nowadays.
reality.
Okay. What is the
Sorry,
difference?
sorry, sister.
It's okay.
Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people like
Because as I told our brother, it takes two to tango. That's one. It takes two different people to have a relationship, right? Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we are maybe are talking about different cultures, different but something. Excuse my English. Things
yeah,
which are culturally different, and no,
Yeah.
tell me.
I would like cultural difference in what way do you mean, multi?
Because my pardon, pardon, pardon. Yeah. My partner, I'm Moroccan. My comrade in life is a Dutch lady, and we are good.
Yeah. Wow.
She has blue eyes,
Yeah.
and I'm from North Africa.
Yeah.
We are very good. That's the example I want to give you guys. Go through the cultures and
No,
just
nothing. Yeah.
be
Okay.
in contact with each other.
Yeah. So would you say that she's your Valentine? I don't know. Since you.
No. She's angry because I didn't send any gift, but I have a very beautiful surprise.
Ah.
For her.
Okay.
She doesn't know.
Ah. Okay. I mean.
She doesn't know.
Oh, you got this. You got your plans.
Because I didn't react, but he doesn't know. And we know each other 12 years.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
We're
Interesting.
soulmates for 12 years.
Yeah. Soulmates.
Soulmates and
Yeah.
partners.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What have you found for you being together for 12 years? Congratulations. What helped you to get to this point?
Experience, because wow, it's a good question. I was, how can I say it? She is not my first love. That's one. And then I was looking for myself, and I have looked for somebody who looks like me. So, as a character. So
Yeah.
we are both relaxed. We are both patient, and that's good. It's good for me.
So you,
And I think she will. She want to stay with me, and I think I want to stay with her.
okay. All right, that's cool.
Can I? Sorry, can I ask?
Yeah.
Multi something.
All right, guys, let's get some gifts.
Amsterdam. My original name is Hisham. Hisham, Morocco.
Thank you, Anna.
Hisham,
Oui.
Lebes.
Yes. Are you Moroccan?
No. Can I ask you
No way.
something?
No way.
Give it. No, she's not Moroccan. Give him a gift.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
Moroccan.
What do you
Can I
want to
ask
ask
you
me?
something?
But how come you say name correctly?
Because I speak many languages. But can I ask you something?
Of course. Where do you come from originally?
Wait, can I ask you something first,
Of
please?
course.
Do you believe in when people say the opposite attract? Because I heard you now saying that you were looking for someone who's like you, and that's why you are with this woman because you guys are similar.
I'm a lady, my lady.
You're a lady, your wife,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
do you believe when people say the opposite attract, or you think people should find somebody who's similar to them?
Very difficult. Very difficult. I would say a long time ago, I have reading a research, English, by the way, English research about um, very old people in Europe, and there is a research who asked old people, what is your secret in relationships? I'm talking about very old people. Do you follow me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead.
listening.
Yeah. Two options, which is opposite or opposite to each other, or you look like each other. That's me. My partner looks like me, and I'm not actually look at me as a character.
Okay.
We are happy together.
Okay. All right, let's move forward. Okay, let's move forward. We have Lost. What's up, Lost? Lost Artifact. Lost Artifact. Can you unmute yourself?
Hey, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum, first of all.
How you doing? Alaikum salam.
Right. Assuming we're on the
I cannot
subject of
wait.
silently quitting.
I cannot put it up. It's not arriving. Yeah, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Silently quitting relationships is selfish / unfair. It's.
I have this right here.
I mean, first of all, it's not good to waste anyone's time. You know, truth is better than lies. If you're not happy somewhere, it is easier to either try to reconcile the relationship or move forward. You know, we all have time, short time in this life. It's just my opinion. And I'm sure other people have other opinions or whatnot. So yeah, I mean that's my 2 cents, bro. That's all I wanted to say, and I wish everyone here
Okay.
peace. And,
All right.
tranquility.
All right. Thank you for loss. Thank you. Let me see. I think. Wait. I don't know. Lost Artifact. Wait. Let's give. Hold on. Let's give Nonsense a moment. Go ahead, Nonsense.
Yes, me, I believe the truth is for us, in a relationship, it never come clean.
What do you mean?
Never open up.
Never open up. So the secret to a relationship is to never open up. Is that
Yes.
what you're saying?
Yes,
Mike,
it's the best
type that.
thing for a man.
Yeah.
Best thing for a man. Never discuss your financial trouble with a woman. Discuss it with your friends. With somebody can help you with it. And any bad decision you did, don't get discussed it with nobody. Only female maybe you can discuss with her. It's your mom, because she's gonna see it as how we fix this. It's not like what the hell you did. So who's gonna think like that? It's your friend. When a friend come to me and he say I did this, I say we need a lawyer now. I'm not here to judge him, and we're here to work this out. Yeah, and so never open up. Second, it's
No, I don't
No. Let him finish, Multi. Let him finish.
Yeah.
Let him
never
finish.
open up. Number two, it's never argue with a woman. If she say to you you're wrong, you should do that. I think it's the best way to say when we should do that. Don't argue. You're losing here. Let her win. Let her win. I believe that don't argue. You don't necessarily need to do what she's saying, but let her win. This is not arguing. It's not your battle. It's a woman war. It's not. You are as a man, accept to be a doer. Accept to not be bullshitted like much. Accept that. Like if you did something good, I don't expect always she comes to you. Oh babe, I love you. You did this to me. Yeah, do it just because it's right.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
All right. Thank you. All right. Multi. Anybody lost? Anybody want to respond to that? I think lost.
I'm waiting.
Sorry, brother. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead. Lost.
Well, it's
Oh,
about.
anyway.
I think it's about the role of a man and a woman in a relationship. That's one point. That's one point. I'm sorry for that. Which is, of course, you have to share everything with your partner.
Okay.
That's my idea. Because I told you guys from the beginning, it takes two to tango in a relationship.
Okay. All right. All right. Thanks for sharing. What about you, Lost? Lost Artifact. What would you wanted to say?
I agree and I disagree at the same time. Overall, if you look at relationships, depending on what side of the world you're in, there are different levels of understanding people that understand each other. I think the Western relationships are more competitive as far as men and women are competing with each other, or in comparison to a lot of eastern part of the world where people are, for lack of better words, I wouldn't say submissive, but they're more understanding in each other's cultural understanding. You know what I mean? It's, but I don't think, like, if you get married today, right, and you and your spouse are having a lot of disagreements, I think the worst thing to do is that silently putting a relationship is both unfair to yourself and your spouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah. So okay. So
I understand you lost RT. I've been there.
Lost order.
Lost RT. Are you from the States?
no, it doesn't matter. Multi.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
You're right. You are right.
Yeah. Quite quitting.
Sometimes you
Quite
have to
quitting is not
communicate
necessary.
very clearly.
Yeah.
So
Wait, hold on. Quiet quitting is not necessary. I mean, you can be an adult and just speak your mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
it shows respect to yourself, but also it shows respect to the other person that you are with. It's
This is a human being as well. You know, this person came from a family. You know, they have a life to live. You know,
True.
and they most likely are learning themselves. You know what their life is like, or wherever they're heading in life.
yeah.
So I think relationships are really important. But I think we focus more on like the negative side of it, as far as, you know, when the misunderstanding comes, or when two people don't understand each other. You know, someone has to have patience. Someone has to be a little bit more life experience. I think that has a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah, and
Upbringing.
it is unfair. Like it is really unfair if you're in a relationship with someone and not releasing the person to let them know and actually have the conversation, because somebody was saying earlier that because they did not have the conversation with the person, they regretted it, and because you also didn't have any closure, things just happen, it came out of nowhere. It's better. I do understand it's not all the time you might want to actually have the conversation, but there's ways that you can have a conversation instead of just quiet quitting, and make sure, because it's really a lot. It's a big waste of time when you are just quietly quitting, because it could have been something you could have worked out, or something that you could have said, okay, well, we have differences. Our differences cannot be resolved. This is where we part ways. And that would have been much better, because quiet quitting also mean that the person who is quiet quitting could be also cheating, could be exercising or being with somebody else, while the other person who's in the relationship have no idea that something is wrong, or they just know something is wrong in our relationship, but yet we haven't worked it out yet. Maybe it's gonna work out sometime in the future, but yet just leaving someone in limbo, thinking that okay, they in their own world, not knowing what's gonna happen, is gonna they're gonna be basically blindsided. So it's really unfair. Um,
Can I something?
yes,
This one.
go ahead.
Also, I'll go to see.
Sure, last things. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, can I say it in Dutch?
No, because there's a lot of people who would not understand. So we have to keep it clear. Yeah.
Say it in Arabic. I will translate.
No. Don't say it.
I'm first. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Please.
It's
So
okay.
let's focus on things works
True.
in a relationship.
True.
Positive.
True. I agree with you. All right. Thank you.
Focus on positive things and remember things which works. And let's not be negative. Let's not focus on negative things. That's my message.
Thank you, Multi. Thank you for sharing your
Bless
thoughts.
you guys.
All right. Have a
See
good
you
night.
next time.
Enjoy your Valentine, and hopefully you get some boom boom.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. We have Annie. How you doing, Annie? You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
How you doing tonight?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing? How is your Friday? I
Oh,
believe it's
awesome.
Friday,
Yeah, man.
right?
Well, my Friday just got better. Guys, don't be shy to share some gifts as well. I would appreciate it. And if you would like to become a member, you can become a member up here. And basically, you can, when it comes to the membership, there's a limit of how much you can give, but also there's a you can ask also you can within that limit try to keep it around that limit. So
So the question I was going to ask,
yeah.
okay, when you said quote unquote silence quitting, is it like what is in a concept of for like is a date like you're just going for a meet up someone on probably like online and then you go for a drink and then like maybe it's not the way they present it, or it's like a date or for being in a sort these days there are so varieties of stuff so you don't even know which bracket you can which box you can fit in. Like you can go for a drink and go for a meal and then okay, I'll see you later, I'll call you and find out. Or is it like you dated for maybe a month, 2 months, and then you start like getting like a cold feet? What type of a relationship? Or you are literally in a relationship and then you decide just to ghost someone out of blue?
That last one. Because let's imagine that you're in a relationship with someone. And it could be that you just get ghosted, but it could be that you're in a relationship and somebody is trying to break the relationship apart. Or they don't know, they reach to a point where they don't know what to do at this point, then so basically they just give up on the relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean.
I'll speak for, I think that is very common to women rather than men, really, to
Okay, yeah.
feel unfair. To feel unfair because we dwell so much our emotions, we like, what happened? We should have talked at least. If something can be reviewed, something can maybe the differences of behavior or habit or like my beliefs or whatever could have been easy if you can just be put on the table, transparency, and talk about it or not. I think most of men they don't really look at it in that way. They're just like, I don't know. and then I'm sorry because I'm generalizing, but I look on majority I've seen and I've spoken to several women in my areas, and nowadays, like about like internet dating, so there's a lot of variety. So people, they don't give really that much patience of let me invest on the one person, because there's like so many buzzes around, temptations, I would say. So for
Okay.
women, like when we are going for a date with someone and they're like, okay, we like each other, let's stay for maybe like a month or 2 months or 2 months, 3 months, and then that person just out of blue disappears like a ghost or something. Yes, there's a lot of questions, and it comes in the past, in the sense of it leaves that woman with a lot of unanswered question, where it can trigger insecurity. It can trigger like, oh, I'm having a bad luck. Why all men, they just keep coming and going? So that really, I found like mostly women get affectedly comparing to
Okay.
men.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm trying to understand. Okay, I understand that. So you saying that these ladies that you've seen you've seen in your area.
Including me. No, I'm not just categorizing people. Even
No,
me,
no. I
I've
mean,
been in.
people are people. It's not. We can categorize them. It's not a bad thing. We don't mean no ill will at this point. We're just trying to have a discussion about it. So let's put it like this. So these, let's say for example, you say they are in dating apps. They are dating multiple. I'm trying to understand what should I imagine and what should we think
Nowadays,
about.
like there's a lot of varieties of apps with which you can date. Like here in England, there's several apps with majority of them, they give a free pass to women. Like if
Yeah. Yeah.
you want to engage with someone, but men, they'll pay probably like a premium or whatever to get engaged
We have
with the
to.
female
Yeah.
whatsoever.
True.
So for that reason, it gives women like some sort of ability to choose. And once you meet someone, if it's personal, nowadays really, I'm not gonna lie to you, very few people they meet connection through friends or through families. Maybe in some cultures still do so, but in the majority, I would speak with these apps, dating is like you meet someone online, and then you start chatting. Maybe the chatting can be dragged maybe for a month. That month is a waste of your time, because
Yeah.
you
Pretty
start
much.
building up on the chat, messaging and texting and calling, and then eventually it's like, okay, let's meet now physically. Let's meet up for a coffee. Let's meet up for a tea. And then you come to realize probably the person who was chatting to for a month is not the person is representing by the present physically. So maybe that can be like, okay, maybe physical attraction is not there.
Let me
Or
ask you
maybe
this. Yeah.
yeah.
Let me ask you this. Okay, let's think about, because I agree with you. It's while you were saying this, I'm like, wow, that's a waste of time. And
Exactly, for a month.
for
Dragging the person the whole month. You at work, you are coming from work, midnight, mid of the day, things like that. If you have a family, you're taking away your family time, texting and talking to this person
yeah,
while you haven't even
met.
seen each other. Yeah,
You haven't
met.
even met yet. Okay,
No,
meet each. Okay, so let me ask you this. Then why? How long should it be? Let's say, imagine you're in a dating app. So that's a long waste in time. It's tiresome. How long should it be that if you are talking with someone on a dating app, to what should be the step for you? What should be, how should it go when you get in a dating app, you find someone, you have a match, and then what? Can you give me, like, give me some
I think
timeline?
like it's reasonable if like you live in the same city, you live in the same town. I don't see like there's a point of dragging for the whole week. What are you doing? If you live in the same city, the same area, like in the same, let's say like I live in Birmingham, why dragging it for the whole month? If you can just catch a cab or a Uber, but if you live in a different city, that's different. Commitment is different. Like if you are living in different state, like people they can date each other while someone is in Australia and the other person is in Tanzania. It's different. Then
Yeah.
it will be like, okay, I need to invest more to get to know you more, and then to the time when it's like, okay, now I need to take this trip because there's a money have to be put down, and then you don't want to travel the whole that 17 hours and then get disappointed when you get there.
Yeah.
So there is that possibilities as well. But if you are like in the same city, I don't see the point of dragging it. Maybe chat and convert, your conversation maybe a week or 2 weeks. You
Yeah.
live in the same city. If you live in the same different country, like in Europe, in France, there is a 24 hours Euro train. You can come from 7 o'clock in the morning. By 8 o'clock, you meet in London, and then you go back to France. It's like yeah. But what I'm saying, like, it's just like, and there's something you mentioned before. If someone does that, 100% he's got like a bunch of people behind him, or he's in a committed relationship, so he's just
Yeah.
like trying to see like if there's any other way he can cheat around. He's not being honest with or respectful to women, really, or
All
even
right.
men.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Well, let's keep a close loop. He's not being
Yeah.
respectful to the person that he's talking to or interacting with. We don't have to make it broad
I'm
because
saying
yeah.
no. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is like, why I'm saying that you meet someone. I was single. I'm just gonna give myself example because
Yeah.
I don't like to generalize, and people they might get offended very easily.
Yeah, it's not very easily, but when you generalize, it leaves room for people to get offended.
Exactly.
It's normal.
So I met this person in Canada. This person, everything on their profile. Actually, this profile was a premium because I have to pay myself.
Wow.
And they give you all this bunch of like what you like, what your preferences, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, this person was in Canada, and I spoke to this guy for close to 6 months.
Really,
I'm telling you the
Annie?
truth. Close to 6 months, it became like a literally routine. I'm on a night shift. I work as a nurse. I work night shifts. Night shift. This particular time, he knows that I'm on a break. He will call me, Annie. What we'll speak maybe for near like a 5-6 hours. Honestly, to the extent when like even my kids start getting to know this person. My family, like a telephone will call and like, oh, this person is calling. Like it became like this kind of illusion, crazy relationship where you don't even know this person. And yes, you get sucked in it so illusionally, but you get really wrapped into that kind of behavior. And then I'm like, every single time, if it's not his mother is sick, he can't travel. He's his work. He works in, apparently, he used to work in petroleum field. So they always like being deployed in the middle of oceans, so they don't get to be in town pretty much 90% of year.
Yeah.
If not, the flight, there's a problem with the flight, so it will just come accumulating excuses and excuses and excuses and excuses. But fair enough. And that's how sometimes I just look back and like, that was very being stupid. We were talking and facing each other.
Yeah.
So you literally consumed yourself with that kind of relationship, and you keep like blocking the rest of people surrounding you, and you feel like you are in a kind of illusion relationship. Eventually, I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. And then I start like having when this that I would say like that was in like a 2023, 24. The internet dating is just like becoming as a boom. So we didn't even know like how other trick you can chat such someone, you can look on their profile. There was a lot of things. And the guy was fully married with his family.
Oh wow. He was married. My God. I mean,
So those things, so there is that
family, full blown marriage, family, kids, and all of that.
family with kids, and the kids actually they were even like older than me at that particular period. Yes, the kids, these children, he had grandchildren, and I'm like, why on earth would you do this? So that again, it comes to this unfair selfishness.
Yeah.
I called and called once, discovered what happened. I'm like, what the hell? Why did you do that? Why did you try to hurt? Did you try to hurt me? Did you try? What kind of your interior motive? Why would you do that intentionally? And then you sit down and start beating yourself up emotionally, like I've wasted my time.
Yeah.
I've wasted my kids, prioritizing my kids or my family because of this stupid dude I met online. And then it just goes on and on and on. That guilt, that is where it comes as an unfair. Unfair because his intention, he knew his intentions. He was just like hurting someone else's feeling without having any remorse or regards.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, Annie, that sucks that it happened. I would say that you have learned how to actually navigate yourself differently now when it comes to dating. Is it working differently for you now? Is it giving you a different result in that case?
Yeah, no, now I'm married. I met someone from my country. We speak the same language, so I'm happy in my relationship.
Awesome. Well, it worked out.
Thanks.
Yeah, it worked out. All right. So you had a problem and a solution. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I said. Like in the court word, yeah, I've seen that before. I was like, yeah, it is selfish of people to do so, and it's a very unfair because when you leave something, you know, even like when you go to eat dinner at the restaurant, and then a chef put their sweats and tears into that dinner, and then you
Yeah.
return the dinner
Yeah.
without saying anything. Do you know, like 99% the chef will be very offended. He'll be like,
Sure.
"What's wrong with that person?" They
Sure.
can even start cursing, like, what's wrong with you? Why you didn't like my dinner? I want to know, is it about salt? Is it about spicy? Is it about water? Is it about, you know? So it's always like something close, something to the definition. It's like, no, I didn't like you, but because of maybe I didn't like your character, maybe you talk too much, maybe you are overqualified with my character, so that the other person is constructive criticism, even though as a human being we don't like to be told like that. But it's always like the best way to say, like, you know, it didn't work out for me because I'm looking at A, B, C, D. Simple.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Love artifact. What are your thoughts based on what Annie just said? Anything that struck your mind?
Well, I look at it this way, my friend. And life is the best teacher. You know, I believe that in a relationship, right, depending on the level of relationship that you're in, or if you're in the beginning stages of your looking for a mate or a soulmate, I think it's really important that you first look within yourself and figure out who you are, which exactly you want. Because at the end of the day, especially when it comes to these dating apps, I'm kind of dumbfounded how people are um, look at other people and say, "Hey, what's they're reserving something for themselves." Obviously, people are gonna be they're gonna show you their good face,
Yeah.
all right? So it's almost like a business deal, right? So
Yeah.
I have to make sure, with my own standards, me being or knowing myself first. You know what I mean? Knowing who I am, what my expectations are. And then we come to the business deal. Everyone is bringing, their best face to the game. You know what I mean? And the way to navigate that is through your own self-consciousness, your own needs and your own wants, right? But don't say, hey, well, this person, I dated them, they showed me a good face, and the next thing you know, then they switched up on me, or they're not who I thought they were. It's kind of like disheartening to have that type of expectation for someone else that you don't know. As for you, young lady, it's Annie, right?
Yeah, Annie.
Annie, it's you said something really important. All right. You said you went back home and married someone who spoke your language, who was, in the same cultural. You know what I mean? You're closer to that person. You have a basic bottom line understanding with each other, right? Because you have the same upbringing, the same language.
Yes. Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to these dating apps, you're dealing with multiple cultures. You're dealing with multiple, personalities. And everyone has a certain type of reservation. You know what I mean? No one is going to jump into a relationship and, 100% give you the truth, right? The truth comes when two people come together and they live in the same house. That's how you find out who that person really truly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's more of a Western concept or relationship dealing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's I think we should absolutely first of all know what you want, grow within yourself, and then you can look for a partner that's able to match the level of expectations that you have.
Yeah, but she's married. She's married.
Oh, mashallah, good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, she.
No, I wasn't saying it like in a judgmental way.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
going off of
No, but what you said is 100%.
Yeah.
But what we were talking before, it was like when you're in that kind of a dating period. Dating period, that's when it comes like a stinky. When you meet different people, because until you meet your person, you go through like a lot of stuff. Because like here in Western countries, totally different. I come from far away. In my country, yes, we do have like a very common. I come from a tribe, and the tribe will arrange marriage from another tribe. Things like that is very common. So we don't have like this dating. Like my mom goes to church, my mom goes to mosque. She will know someone who has got a boy. That boy will like things like that. So here you come in Europe, in Western, where like there is no such things, and I'm only with the first generation came to Europe, so I have to go with what the European do, dating.
Yeah.
So dating, you meet up with different people. You meet not literally like dating each person, but getting to meet people in a casual way. To the extent when you like, okay, you invest a month or you invest 2 months, and then you're like, no, it didn't work out, and then someone just goes disappeared. Could be my term, could be his term, and then
Yeah.
disappeared.
Dating
So
is.
there's
Yeah. Dating is
there's
not
always
safe.
like that kind of unanswered question where it kind of dimpled in your brain all the time.
True. And dating is not safe, y'all. Like just like
No.
someone was saying in the chat, when it comes to STDs, that number is rising, and you don't know who you're dealing with in terms of their background.
Yeah.
There are so many variables, come to think of it, because these days of time, people are being more active. You know, there's when it comes to fidelity, it's less. People are cheating a lot.
Less
So
safe.
yeah, less
Less
safe as
honest.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big mess.
It's a very messy place to be around. So yes, culture. As a lot said, like you need to know yourself. You need to know what you want, because
Yeah.
when you're going into this dating app, you're like, okay, who am I going to be compatible with? I believe in God. I believe in religions. I'm a Muslim. I'm believing in a Muslim. I want to have someone who's gonna have the same beliefs I have, or if not having the same belief. I believe on someone who has a fearing God. I believe on someone who has a family orientated, having like a mother, father, they know the background of their families. So when you do have those bracket and the bullet point in your profile, then you like, okay, if I'm going to meet up with someone with an atheist, I'm like, no, maybe we don't have the same thing. Maybe I meet up with someone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they come from a different race or culture, but if we don't have one common ground, it's very hard to break the ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, lost artifact. You wanted to say something?
My question is this: is especially in the West, and I live in the West myself for quite a while, a majority of my adult life, and I don't think it's the best practice to give yourself. Let's say you're dating, right? I think certain things should be preserved, as far as having what's it, sleeping with someone, right?
I mean, I understand what you mean.
I don't think
Being
that,
intimate,
No,
yeah.
give him a moment. Yeah.
right. So you
Yeah,
should.
that's what I said, like, that you need to have your moral compass, what you can break down, what you can let know.
Yeah, Annie, give him a chance. Give him a chance to finish. Go ahead, lost artifact.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I
Oh, you-
appreciate
No,
it.
it's already,
Okay.
I said, like, that's why you need to know what you want. It's not like each date. The thing now in West is like, what is the date? There are those people who they just like go for a drink and go for a cup of coffee, and the next day you wake up on someone else's house. But there's a dating where you say, like, now this is my type of dating I'm going to date. I want to get to know you first. I want to get to know our relationship. If there is something we can have in common before we see each other's parents, or even speaking about going to each other, visiting each other's houses. So it's entirely up to you, and you know what is your your point of going in that is in every relationship, even arranged marriage is the same thing as well. It's like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to meet, even if my parent trust this person, until I start like feeling vulnerable to this person, it has to come to this point.
Thank you,
It
Annie.
has to come to this point.
Thank you, Annie. We have Mike. Mike, what's up, Mike?
Yeah, good afternoon, guys.
Hi, good afternoon to you. How you doing?
Doing okay.
Yeah. What's on your mind?
It's the same. Yeah, what the sister's trying to say is true. It's just that dating now in the West is not easy, because first of all, we are blended in different community. So everybody's only concentrating on their own community, especially as African or living in the West. And if you're Nigerian, you only consider people from Nigeria, you only go within the proximity, the close proximity, people that are close to you, people that you share similar values with. But in Africa, we extend beyond that. We go beyond that. We talk to different people, But here it's not easy, and not most of us are not engaging into clubbing, going to other private place, public places to be able to meet new people. So it's very much difficult here. It's very much difficult.
Okay, what do you find? Okay, let me ask you, Mike. What is, I understand you saying it's very much difficult. Can you give me paint us a picture? So what's the difficulty that lies with it for you as a man?
The difficulty is that you have to know the person, and you have to know the person. And knowing someone is not just about chit chatting. Maybe you met the person at work. Ciao, ciao, how you doing? How your day going? Just getting to know them just from the surface. You have to know the in depth. You have to know their good. You have to know their culture, their value, the things that they treasure. And you also have to be close to them to get to know their movement and other things, because you never can trust anyone, because once you start trusting people and you go claiming bad with somebody, that you're going to pick up something that you want to. So you need to give yourself time to be able to know them more, and it's difficult because of where we are working. Like for example, maybe if you live in Germany, 65% of the people that you work with, they are all German. There are only 4 to 5 immigrants working to that particular place. That is if you want to date within your race, or maybe you want to date within your continent.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But other people, they go beyond that. But for me, I don't think so, because I don't want to struggle. I don't need to struggle. I'm looking for people that we have get some similarities. So I'm not putting my mind say, okay, I want to date a European, because I feel that there are a lot of things that we are not similar in. So I don't want to start pushing myself on people culture, pushing myself, because even some of the family members will only accept you, and you will just be doing everything just to impress them, to make them to see that this person is good or not. But within African to African, even if the person is Arab and you are West African, it's a little bit we still consider each other. You understand?
Okay. So Ben, then in that case, Mike, it's pretty much doom and gloom for you then, to date. For you to find someone is it's a big challenge.
The funny thing about it, is that even if people, there are a lot of immigrants in this country. They came in this country with their wives. They have kids, and then the system not making it easy for them. Also, they trying to manipulate the women to leave their husband, and so that when those women too become vulnerable, they don't want to take care of those children, and then the social worker come and take those children from their hand. You understand? Because there are other people who don't. So they want to look for free babies to take. You understand?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
I'm not getting you, brother. You want to say something?
yes, you were saying something earlier, Mike. It just cut off. You just cut off.
No, I didn't get to you. You can go ahead and say, brother. What you wanted to say?
You just cut off. I think your network is kind of like very
Okay.
not unstable. Go ahead, lost artifact. How you doing, Bunny?
As far as you know, I wouldn't necessarily just say relationship, but it's really important that you understand who you are. And in order to understand who you are, it has absolutely to do everything with your upbringing. When your upbringing comes from your culture. So culturally, when you start to engage another culture, it's important to understand their their way of life, right? It might not be something that will correlate or be something that's gonna what I'm saying, to your standards. Again, we'll go back a little bit further. If it's the beginning of a relationship, everyone shows a face, right? Where I'm this person. Everybody's got the face card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's really important that we respect our cultural as Africans. First of all, Africa is a continent, and I'm really tired of people bringing Africa up as if it's one country with one people. It is the most genetically diverse continent ever.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
There are multiple intermarriages through different tribes.
Let's get the lights up, y'all. Like,
So there's a long history with that.
yeah.
Right? But what I'm saying is, when we come to the West, I think it's important that we look at the standards of living or what you're looking for. You're never going to find it. What you're going to find is, well, I'm maybe generalize this a little bit. Just through my own experience, that the person that you met could turn into something else, only because culturally, later on you find out culturally we're not compatible. But in the beginning, there's so much, we're rushing into having, relationships and trying to be different. And so I think it's just a little that we should take some time, especially for the younger generation that are coming up, to take their time and to really try to figure out exactly what are they looking for. And when you look for that and you find that, and trying to understand the next culture.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So basically, you're saying like to find what you are looking for when it comes to the culture, it's like
Rush into stuff. I think people rush into stuff like a lot of.
Maybe you were trying to read. You were trying to rebuttal to my point I was making, the reference that I make about the African continent. Lost.
No. I'm not rebutting, brother. I'm basically kind of agreeing with you to a certain extent.
Okay.
thank you, Yama.
I
Appreciate it.
agree with, 100% agree with what you are saying.
Thank you.
The problem there is that even though Africa is a continent, but let's take for example, when it comes to physical features, there are certain physical features from Africa we consider it as beauty. But in the West, it's a little bit odd. When people see that kind of someone with that kind of features, they feel a little bit scared, frightened, and all that thing. But you can go anywhere in Africa, people will gladly embrace you, even whether it can be light skin, white, or Arabs, or that. So even though we have different culture, but there's a similarity between our culture, our cultural values. So what I'm saying, what I'm insinuating is that if I'm leaving back home, coming here, I don't have to be with a Liberian lady, but I can choose to be with a Nigerian, a Ghanaian, or a Moroccan, or a Tunisian. You understand? Because there will always be the similarities within our culture.
Yeah.
You understand?
What's one?
That is the only way I think that we can be able to create that intermarriages and build and create that strength, that African unity.
Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Bonnie. Appreciate it. Yeah. So okay, Mike and Lost Art, and even for you, Annie, I would like to ask you guys this. You saying there's a similarity when it comes to um Africans share some traits that are similar. Is that what you guys are saying? Mike, is that
I think it's really naive to to generalize Africans. Again, I'm going to be very frank about this. We are the most genetically diverse people on the planet as far as one continent. You know what I mean? Um, so it's important that we understand that fact first. Now, if you accept the next person for who they are and their culture, whether you're a male or a female, you know what I mean? That's a whole different. That's a choice. That's your preference, right? But the idea here is for me. I can't speak for anyone else. No male, no female. Is that it behooves you, especially as a first generation, wherever you're from in the continent of Africa, who's migrated to the West, whether it's Europe or the further West Americas, the Canadas. And, it's important that you understand that that will have an effect on you in the later one.
okay?
Meaning after the fact. So, I'm not trying to dismiss the fact that people. I'm East African. My wife, my ex-wife, I should say, she was Caribbean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Early, not to even try to get into too much into our points or our situation. The older we got, the more our path, although it might have crossed a long time ago, the further we strayed from
Really?
each other culturally.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you have interracial children who have no idea, should I go east or should I go west? You know what I mean? So it's really important to understand that fact.
But
Although we're still talking about this relationship, the beginnings of a relationship, right?
go ahead. Yeah, I want to ask you something. So you say culturally the differences came sometime in the future, but was it so?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
was it
It's always
so?
what-
Was it so big that it could have been worked out? Like, I mean, is it at some point when these things happen? It's like there should be a compromise along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I
So,
understand that part. What I'm saying is this. After the children are born or the children are here, it is a little bit more difficult for them to differentiate who's and what. Because in this world, people are accepted by your ethnicity. You know what I mean? I go back home, you go back home, or you come with me, we go together to our home. You know what I mean? Culturally, we cannot like sit there and eliminate. There is a difference between us, right?
yeah, I understand. Okay. All right. So differences become a point that you cannot you cannot
I'm gonna sum up my point.
yeah.
For my brothers and sisters from the continent of Africa, right? The happiest we'll ever be is with your own culture. That's all I'm gonna say. And that might sound a little far fetched or a little racist or whatever you want to call it. But it's really important to understand it. You know what I mean?
All right.
Before you can leave, my brother, I just wanted a little bit intricate on what you just said.
I don't believe yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I agree with you on the area where you said Africa is a complete and have a complete diverse culture. What I said from the beginning was there's always similarities. Let's take for an example. You see, South Sudan and Khartoum. Again, Genoum and Upper Sudan. With South Sudan, they are Christians. and the Upper Sudan, they are Muslims. Now, when you look at the way they paid the bride price, the diary, the way they give their diary, the kind of values they add to that, which is if you want to get married to a lady from someone from Darfur, you have to bring certain amount of gold. So when you try to convert that